Hi everyone, and welcome to this special Pages and Pals video. I'm so sorry that I'm not going to be seeing you all this week, and I hope you have an awesome week, and I hope you enjoy this short story I'm going to be reading you all today. I also have included in the email some suggestions for videos to watch if you would like to do that as well. So we're going to jump right in, and I will see you all next week. So today's story is Summer Green to Autumn Gold, Uncovering Leaves' Hidden Colors by Mia Passado. Summer Green to Autumn Gold by Mia Passado. What kind of leaves do you see in the summer? So here are a bunch of leaves that you probably see. Maybe you're familiar with some of them. We maybe talked about some of them last week. So I'm going to read out all of these names. But do you see any of these leaves around you? Honey locust, linden, ginkgo, sugar maple, bur oak, willow, aspen, and even red maple. Here's some more. Paper birch, silver maple, white oak, sweet gum, dogwood, ash, cottonwood, elm, and black walnut. From emerald to jade and every shade in between, summer leaves fill the world with green. The secret to their green color is found deep inside each leaf. Here's a really great picture of all of those vibrant green colors that we're going to talk about a little bit. So the tiny parts in the leaf called cells hold even tinier parts called chloroplasts. And inside the chloroplasts is something called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a green pigment or color. It's what makes leaves green. So you can see here, we've got a kind of magnified in for us on a leaf. These sections are the cells, and then these dots inside the cells are the chloroplast filled with the chlorophyll, which makes leaves green, or gives leaves its pigment, really. So here is what the chloroplast looks like if you're really magnified in there. Besides making plants green, chlorophyll has a job to do. It helps make food for trees and other green plants. When the sun shines on a plant's leaves, chlorophyll collects some of its energy. The energy combines with water from the ground and gas from the air to make food. The food helps the plants grow. Here's another magnified version for us to see there's something else that the chlorophyll is hiding. I wonder what it could be. The green chlorophyll is also hiding something. It is covering up other colors inside the leaf. Orange and yellow pigments hide beneath that bright green color. All throughout the warm summer, they wait. Here's an owl just waiting in that green, vibrant tree. Slowly, summer creeps towards fall, kind of like what's happening now in our season. The air cools and the nights grow longer. These changes tell trees it's time to get ready for winter. So we can start to see already the changes of the colors in the leaves here. There's lots of yellows and oranges here. The growing season for trees is over. The leaves stop making food. They don't need chlorophyll anymore. The chlorophyll slowly disappears and the leaves' green color fades away. Now the hidden yellows and oranges are finally revealed. So as the chloroform or that green fades away, we start to see those more vibrant yellows and oranges because the chlorophyll is disappearing. Some leaves turn fiery red or deep purple or even bright pink. These bright colors form inside the leaf as the weather cools. Other leaves have brown pigments hidden inside. As the chlorophyll fades, these leaves turn brown. You can see some of the brown leaves here, some of those deep purple leaves. This one is a really kind of bright pink, kind of fiery red color. Really pretty colors. Here's more of that. This is a really nice brown, kind of mixed with some red in there as well. And here is a great, beautiful landscape of kind of a fall scene of trees changing those colors and losing that chlorophyll to change into those oranges and reds and all sorts. Many leaves have mixtures of yellow, orange, red, and brown pigments. The world is a rainbow of scarlet, orange, burgundy, and gold. Soon, the stems of the leaves start to separate from the tree. The wind blows them loose. They drift to the ground, piling up. So we probably will see a lot of this in a couple of weeks. Those leaves starting to separate from the trees, the wind takes them down to the ground, and then we get piles of leaves all over the place in the fall. I just love this illustration. It just looks like there's so much movement here. I can just see and hear the wind blowing those leaves around. It's just I just love the movement in this image. The fallen leaves feed the forest floor. They break down and become part of the soil. They become food and shelter for insects, snails, and worms. So you can see some insects here starting to make their houses under those leaves. And here's some more. Here's a little snail. He's getting comfy in the leaves, making his little home. So now the bare trees sleep through the winter. You can see we've got snow all over the ground. Our trees are completely bare, no leaves. We've got a skier here, even a little bunny rabbit hopping around. So we are definitely in winter in this scene. Here is a cardinal sitting on a tree, and this is that lake that we saw at the beginning of the book where that boat was. But here's the dock completely frozen over all of this water is with snow on the ground. These looks like some great white birch trees that are very much camouflaged almost against the snowy scene. So now this is their resting time. The trees are resting. In the spring, fresh leaves sprout from awakening buds full of chlorophyll, filling the world with green again. We'll have to wait to the spring to see that green come out once we go through the winter, but we still have some green now to look at, which is nice. And here's a couple of birds making their spring nest in a tree that is just starting to bud, which you can see here. So that is our story today. I'm going to read just these two paragraphs here that just talk more about fall colors around the world and then how colors change and the pigments, just a little bit more on those. I do apologize for any pronunciation problems in these. So, fall colors around the world. Fall leaves are most vibrant in regions of the world that have 4 distinct seasons. In areas where the weather doesn't turn cold, leaves may fall but usually do not change color. The types of trees in an area determine the color and intensity of its fall leaves. For instance, the forests of the Northeast United States contain many maple trees that produce vibrant reds. The aspen trees of the Rocky Mountains produce mainly bright yellows. So it kind of depends, maybe geographically, where you are, what colors you might see when those pigments and that chlorophyll starts to disappear. So from fall to fall, colors can change. The colors and brilliance of the leaves on a particular tree may vary from year to year. The brightness of the pigments can be affected by the weather. Autumn weather with lots of bright sunny days and cool nights will produce the brightest fall leaves. The red and purple anthracite pigments need sunlight in order to form, so a cloudy fall will not produce as many bright reds. A very dry summer may delay the leaves turning, or they may fall before they have a chance to turn. Freezing fall temperatures will destroy the leaves' ability to form red and purple anthocyanin pigments. The factors that affect leaf colors can create different colors even on the same tree. The side of a tree that gets the most sunlight will have the brightest red leaves. So, it also depends where trees are located in a forest or wherever they are, how much sunlight they can get, what the weather is like leading up to the fall. That would change kind of what pigments we see. So it also tells us that from year to year, the colors we see, all of those bright, vibrant colors everywhere, those are going to change from year to year. Maybe they'll be super bright one year, not as vibrant the next year. You just never know with how much the weather changes. So here are some ways to learn some glossary words here. I'm pretty sure I said this word incorrectly, so I'm going to try to pronounce it correct for you all. It should be anthocyanins. I think I missed a syllable there. So that's the pigments that give those red and purple colors. So thank you all so much for sitting through this story, for listening, and for tuning in for our book club this week and listening to me mispronounce some tree words. I really tried. So I hope to see you all next week. We are going to read about the first female fire kind of watcher. And it's a different take on trees, so there's still some tree aspects, but we're kind of going to focus on what people who protect forests and trees, what they do and how they do it. So a little bit different take on trees next week. I look forward to seeing you all then. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you super, super soon.